What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ranch. All right, ranchers, it's May 25th. I'm on the edge of my kill plot. Things are looking great. I'm seeing a lot of crimson clover come up, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's been a washout wet of a spring here. It's rained so much, but things look green, things look great. I think when it finally warms up, hopefully we don't go into a drought, and this just really looks awesome. Planning on mowing this, maybe throwing a little bit of seed into it. In June, thinking about some Milo just to see what happens. Pretty excited. The internet's chattering about Milo, so I figured I'd broadcast a little bit into this and see what happens. Maybe some buckwheat too. I don't know. The clover looks so good, I think I just might mow it, and like it doesn't really matter what happens after that for me. But anyway, moving on. Today, I took a request for a mock scrape. Someone said your kill plot doesn't have a mock scrape, and I agree with that statement. My kill plot does not have a mock scrape, and it has a lot of good things in it, but it doesn't have that. And I've been meaning to get one in here, and I got a viewer comment that said I should have one, and I agree, so I'm doing that today. What is a mock scrape? Well, I cut a little branch here, which is a beech tree. I like something live. I like something that has a V at the top. I like something that's, you know, thick about the grip of your hand. I don't know, nothing too crazy. I like it to be alive. Sometimes I like with some leaves on it and whatnot. And we're going to take this and hang this and suspend this and put it in front of deer. Now, I had initially thought about hanging it between these two trees where the deer travel a lot. So I was gonna take my little paracord here and tie the cord across and dangle it here, which is pretty awesome. I ain't gonna lie, it's a good spot for the deer where they stop, you know, look and survey the plot before they come out. But it's a little bit far of a shot. I have a little bit of a screen that I would not like to shoot through, so I've decided not to do that. I'm going to come to where there is almost already a natural scraping area happening, and I'm going to dangle my stick from it here for you to create a mock scrape. And we're gonna rake out this center to really get that going. Another reason is this is kind of in my camera shot for this food plot already. It's a little bit off in the distance on that shot, but it's okay because I'm seeing the deer in the plot. I know they're here. Putting a mock scrape here is really just gonna accentuate that. So let's get started on dressing up this tree a little bit. All right, so this is where I kind of want to do it. This is my paracord, which I'm going to need. What are the benefits of the mock scrape? Well, a mock scrape is like a branch that every deer is going to check in on. And in this day and age, think of it as like a social media type thing. Like the deer are going to make a post or a tweet and check in, if you will, with this to communicate to one another that they were here, that they're interested in this spot, that they want to let other deer know what's going on right here. It's a form of communication. And what happens is once they know that this is here, just like us on our social media feeds, we got to check in, we got to scroll, we got to look. So it's a great place to get deer to come to, stop, and know they're going to be here. Now, I know they are already using this trail. It's part of their normal routine. So this is going to be a place for them to literally stop and check. This should get a buck's interest now, because a lot of the doe are going to come and touch this, that now a buck's going to come in and assert their dominance and really take over the spot. So that's what we want. We also want to put it in a spot where when they come and touch this, you can shoot, because they're going to put their full attention, these buck, on this spot. And you want to be able to, when they're facing probably away, because I have a lot of stuff here, so they're going to be standing like me to the camera, here, 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 maybe here. And these are all kind of good shots with their attention to the stick I'm going to suspend right here, like this, for them to rub on. So I think this is a little big. I'm gonna cut it a little shorter, which is gonna lighten it up. But we want this about waist height because that's where a deer's nose is gonna be. So I don't have to take much off on this, but I know the weight is gonna pull it down, so we're gonna take a little bit off this. Take my Zilky Zubot here. Now, you can't put it back, so I'm gonna cut and see how that works out. So I find a little bit of leaves are good. I don't know why the deer, they like to rub their glands all over this. And I find in my area a beech is really good. Another thing I like is, I'll come a little closer, try not to trample all my clover and chicory here, but walk the edge. I like something that has a V at the top. So I try to get the branch to kind of hang as if it was a tree naturally, but I like the V because now the rope won't slip off. Kind of gives me something that I don't have to tie like a crazy boat knot, but it'll maintain and not slip off the top of this as the deer really come in there and start whacking it up. So let's see how this is gonna work. I'm gonna kind of do a test run here and hang this up. See what that's like. All right, yeah, that's gonna work. That's not pulling it down that much. All right, excellent. So now we're also pulling down this whole limb, as you can see, but that's fine. They will rub their glands on their head, their glands underneath their eyes. They will lick all this. This will become a real good, like I said, social media check-in point. I know that may be like a weird kind of analysis, but I think in our day and age, a lot of us can relate to what I'm saying there. Let's see, how is that? That's not bad. I'm gonna go a little higher. And then because I have the V here, I'm gonna be able to just tie this off like this. And now I looped around and used a double string. I'll make a shot of this. So this it's not really gonna choke the tree up there. And this should hang without getting knocked off for quite some time for the deer. So I'm very excited about that. And voila. Now I'm gonna cut the ends of my string. Again, paracord, better to have extra than not enough because you can't put it back on. Knot this up. And that's gonna be right at the deer level. I'm gonna take this one little leaf branch off and leave the rest of that there, like that. All right. For the next step, I'm just gonna take my steel rake and I'm gonna rake out a nice little spot, get some fresh looking dirt below that, and just open it up and get the deer's attention. So deer are using their ears, their nose, their eyes. They are using all this stuff to protect themselves and communicate. And for some reason, a big open dirt area below a dangling stick like this, a licking branch, is very visually appealing. And deer come in and rub on this and aggravate this to no end. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna help get that started for them. As much as it pains me to rake up some of this clover and rye, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get in here and we're gonna tell the deer, hey, come in here and check in on this. This is something you wanna check out. And just like a bedding spot, you kinda want no stones, no rocks. You want it about 3 feet wide circle, and let them come in and do their thing. Now they should come in and check in on this as a point of interest. So I'm sure you can see that in the camera. I made a nice soil, soft spot that they can come in and rub on put some information here. To activate this, a little bit of pee is perfect, because again, deer are using all their sensors: eyes, ears, nose, and in this case, visual and scent. That's gonna make them come over and check this out. Right in the middle of a pinch down travel point. So that's my mock scrape. Let's see if we get some deer to stop in and check in there. If you're not running mock scrapes, try it. They're very effective. It's a great way to create a spot, point of interest, perhaps a shot spot that you can almost guarantee once the deer find, they'll come, check in, and utilize it. Thanks for watching.